How do invasive species affect grasslands? Have you ever wondered how invasive species impact the beautiful grasslands we love to explore? These non-native plants can significantly change the environment, especially for birds that relying on these habitats. Grasslands were once filled with diverse native grasses and plants, creating a rich environment for many bird species. This diversity is essential for birds, providing them with nesting sites and protection from predators. When invasive species, like certain non-native grasses, take over, they often create a more uniform and simplified landscape. For instance, tall fescue is a common invasive grass that tends to grow shorter and forms dense mats. This change reduces the variety of plants available, which can lead to higher nest failure rates for grassland birds such as dicksosols. With fewer places to hide, predators can easily find nests, making survival tougher for these birds. Invasive plants also compete with native species for resources. Many of these non-native plants outgrow and outcompete the native plants that support a wide range of insects. Insects are crucial food sources for many birds, especially during breeding season. As native plants decline, so do the insects that depend on them, leading to a reduced food supply for birds. Some invasive plants even produce fruits and seeds that are less nutritious or harmful to native birds, further disrupting their diets. Interestingly, birds can unintentionally help spread invasive plants. When they eat the seeds of these non-native species, they can disperse them across the grasslands. This creates a cycle where birds contribute to the spread of invasive plants, which then degrade their own habitats. From a conservation perspective, invasive species pose a serious challenge. They can lead to a loss of biodiversity and disrupt natural processes in grasslands. This makes it more difficult to maintain or restore high-quality habitats for birds. Invasive weeds are particularly concerning, as they can take over large areas and diminish the native plant community that birds depend on. While some grassland birds may adapt to areas dominated by non-native grasses, this does not mean the habitat is healthy. The decline of native plants and the loss of structural diversity ultimately harm bird populations by reducing nesting success and food availability. To protect grassland birds, conservation efforts must focus on controlling invasive species and restoring native plant communities. This can involve removing invasive plants, reseeding with native grasses, and managing grazing to maintain habitat structure. Protecting existing native grasslands and preventing further conversion to agriculture or development is also essential for sustaining the ecosystems that grassland birds relying on. In summary, invasive species negatively impact grasslands by simplifying vegetation, reducing native plant and insect diversity, altering food resources, and increasing nest failures for birds. These changes threaten the survival of many grassland bird species and complicate habitat conservation efforts.